There is a lot of cryptocurrency activity in this episode. In the last 24 hours, a lot has transpired on XRP and Ripple. We'll quickly discuss the case between Ripple and the SEC, but we changed our plans this morning after learning that Ripple has obtained a money transmission license in the United Arab Emirates. We're going to investigate the XRP 24-hour warning. People, what does that signify, and what are our next steps? I have you covered, so kick back, unwind, and let's get started. At $83,091, Bitcoin has increased by 63% during the last day. Ethereum is currently down 0.46% and is trading at $1,900. Yes, buddy, it's coming in at $2.27. Both USDT and USDC are coming in at their currency pegs as XRP. In the last day, it has increased by 3.69%. The market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies is $2,675 billion. The first place we should check is around the $2.7 trillion range, which is the all-time high for 2020. Following that $3 trillion, we just need to work up in increments of $3.54 and $4.55. However, the bull run is far from over. My current focus is straightforward. We must observe price movement in this market by the end of April, which is roughly 7 weeks away. Price movement is upward rather than downward. We can begin discussing the opening of the floodgates for that double-digit XRP that is imminent if we can get price movement up and get XRP close to that $4 to $5 level within the next 7 weeks. However, we must closely monitor Bitcoin in this situation, making sure Bitcoin doesn't go back to that $70,000 range again since, as you may know, these assets typically want to plunge once more during these dips to ensure they have adequate liquidity before they rise again. How can something be deemed invalid? Simply put, Bitcoin surpassed $95,000. The $70,000 range is no longer a concern for us during this cycle. Remember that we set a target of $65,000 to $75,000, so if Bitcoin is unable to break up to that $95,000 region, that lower $70,000, then I received this one. The light blue and white money evolution highlights Bitcoin, but in the end, it highlights the king XRP. Give it to me. Students are beginning to learn about XRP in universities. New video. This video isn't new, in my opinion. I will tell you the truth. I'll distribute it. 20 seconds have passed. For those who haven't seen it or watched it, it won't hurt. I think Japan is where this occurred. Ultimately, it's positive, even though I think this occurred a long time ago. They are discussing XRP. They're teaching about it. Ethereum and Bitcoin are no longer the exclusive options. There is much more to it than that, and it's encouraging to see people beginning to recognize that. Pay attention. As a result, more than 1,600 cryptocurrencies employ blockchain technology today. We have all most likely heard about Bitcoin. A few of us are interested in Ethereum. Nearly all banks in Japan are beginning to use XRP, also known as Ripple, among many others. There are others as well. Doesn't it sound lovely now? Breaking news, says my man Jason. Both Fidelity's and Franklin's filings to allow staking have been accepted by the SEC. Consider the Ethereum ETF SPOTETF, which stakes Franklin and Fidelity. Do you recall Franklin Tempton? Just what did they do? They recently introduced an XRP ETF, or at least they put their hand up for one. Let's say they stake on SPOTETF. What if a large firm in the world allowed you to begin staking your XRP? 1.5 billion assets are managed by a huge holding. Let's say they permit XRP staking. However, we frequently discuss Ethereum. However, Carl Moon says, look, we might see a dump down to that $1,600 range if ETH doesn't bounce back up. It's as near as we can come to the precise range I'm searching for. I do think there will be one more push down on ETH before I fill up. See, it's easy. Money will be printed by ETH. We will earn a larger multiplier on it the lower we can bring it here, near the $1,500 range. With $10,000 being the sweet spot, I do think ETH can reach the $8,000 to $12,000 area. We could 5x out ETH and then switch to an altcoin if we even invested roughly $2,000. That's the configuration I'm after. That is the thing I will be focusing on. October 1st, 2024. Stay here with me. We're going to take a quick look back at the major news from Dubai and what is actually happening. It states that the Dubai Financial Service Authority granted Ripple an in-principle authorization. What exactly is an in-principle license, then? It's the first step toward getting your license, actually. The license is not immediately granted to you. It is only the first step toward obtaining the license required to work as a money transmitter. The release date of this was October 1st, 2024. What do we discover if we go back to March of last year or to today, March 13th? I understand that the in-principle license can be a little perplexing. Remain with me. Thus, the in-principle license, which is comparable to the authorized warm-up license, has now evolved into a full-fledged legal permission. Obtaining pre-approval is the initial stage. There will likely be a waiting period before you can apply for the actual position. And they did just that. Today, it was announced that Ripple has been legally authorized by Dubai's Financial Services License to provide regulated cryptocurrency payments and services. Naturally, since this is a cryptocurrency payment, XRP will be used. Depending on how you look at it, this is a win because it will employ either XRP or Rust. This is a huge victory. Fast forwarding 6 months from October of last year to obtaining the pre-approval and warm-up makes logical sense, doesn't it? After 6 months, the real deal arrives, and Ripple may now transfer funds throughout Dubai. This is the Ripple article. According to the report, the Dubai Financial Service Authority has authorized Ripple, a pioneer in corporate blockchain and cryptocurrency solutions, to offer regulated cryptocurrency payments and services at the Dubai International Finance Center. The first blockchain-enabled payment company to receive a DFSA license will be Ripple. This is an example of first-mover advantage. They recently received precisely that. It claims that the UAE has a market for foreign trade worth over $400 billion and is a major global center for outbound finance. Demand for Ripple has grown throughout the Middle East from both traditional financial institutions and crypto-native businesses looking to address the shortcomings of conventional cross-border payments. It's massive, people. According to a 2024 Ripple business poll, 64% of financial leaders in the Middle East and Africa believe that the primary benefit of integrating blockchain-based currencies into their cross-border payment operations is speedier payments and settlement times. And you know what? Being the first to get this license gives Ripple a first-mover advantage. Just before our live launch, I posted a tweet discussing it. Not to be overlooked, though, is a World Bank report that discussed the application of stablecoins for international payments. Additionally, they discussed experiments conducted in the UAE and Africa. Additionally, this World Bank document specifically mentioned XRP and XLM when discussing stablecoins. How intriguing is that? Then, we go back to July 31st, 2023, when Ripple and Saudi Arabia's central bank struck an agreement. It claims that Saudi banks will be able to make cross-border payments more quickly, affordably, and transparently as a result. At first, the majority of Gulf regulators said they were dubious and suspicious of fintech. Additionally, the Saudi central bank issued a warning to the populace last year, but it later went ahead and struck an agreement with Ripple. As we can see, Ripple currently holds the UAE's first license. Additionally, keep in mind that JP Morgan and Ripple's partnered in the United Arab Emirates in 2022. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. In the United Arab Emirates, JP Morgan partnered with Ripple partners Al Farhadi and Exchange. Can you see the direction this is taking? Do you see how everything is coming together and how everything is connecting here? All of this depends on the movement and transfer of money. Customers will be able to transact in key worldwide fiat currency, such as the USD, the Great British Pound, the Euro, and the South African Rand, thanks to JP Morgan's relationship with Al Farhadi and Exchange Ripple. This is all coming together, people. When all of this occurs, you will have a whole day to prepare to sit in front of a computer because the cost will increase dramatically. You won't be aware of what's going on. You will be trembling. You will be perspiring. You won't be able to load up some XRP by clicking that button and trying to enjoy some of those stunning profits. Stay tuned for the day's second video.